Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Opinion Machine, the show we talk about all things gaming. My name is Killjoy, and today we're going to be looking at the other character themes for Street Fighter 6. About 6 months ago, we did the first load of themes. We ended with Blanca, or Blanca, don't know how you want to pronounce it. I've got my Ken shirt on today. So we're going to start with, as you can see, Dhalsim, and we're going to go through the rest of the themes, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on them. So I have heard all of these, but I've not sat and properly listened to them, so let's get to it. Already you can tell we're using a lot of traditional Indian instruments. That's a crazy picture of Dhalsim. You got sitar like front and center. Yeah, so it's kind of like they've put a beat behind the traditional elements here. Bit of chanting as well. I quite like it. I think it's an interesting mix of traditional Indian instruments with that kind of beat behind it, which is what they've gone for with a lot of their tracks. Some interesting effects going on here. Very, very street hip-hoppy sounding. The beat, anyway. You've got a traditional, like it's not a flute, but it's kind of like an Indian flute, I'm not sure. Oh, a bit of a change. This track is very peppy. Like, more so than I was expecting it to be. Definitely gonna. It might not be like the most catchy track ever, but it'll definitely stick in your head. It doesn't do it almost doesn't do a lot. The track kind of stays on like a one key, but you kind of have the traditional drums, the sitar come in. They're kind of like I don't know what you call it. If it's like a kind of like a woodwind or flutey kind of instrument that you hear from that part of the world. I like it though. I think that's actually really, really cool. So. Definitely a good theme, and we've had a couple of Duff themes so far. I really didn't like. Oh my god, I've forgotten her name. One of the, I think Chun-Li's one I didn't particularly like too much, and I also didn't like the Korean lady that everyone loves. I've forgotten her name, but I didn't like their themes so far. Right, so let's move on to the next person. Okay, so now we have E Honda's theme, Kamadori. This is quite traditional Japanese sounding. There's a lot of those traditional instruments, if I remember correctly. That like flutey sounding thing, that's very traditional. But oh my god, very modernized this is. Crazy sound effects. That's cool. That stringed. This track is very odd. There's like a groundedness to it, which is this da 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 like and beat, and then you get these wacky modern sound effects going on at the same time. It's very E-Honda though. This bit here, it's nutty. And like the stabs, they're very like, they have that traditional sound to them, but they're just modernized. That was 8-bitty, going in that 8-bit direction, that bit. But at the same time, the track is quite empty. There's not a lot of instruments going on. I think maybe I would have gone a bit harder on the drums, because you get that glitchy sound. Ooh, big change. Quite a much needed change actually. It was kind of very one key, one note sort of feeling. I definitely like it. I think it suits E-Honda. Oh, we get a more tempo now. This needed to happen earlier in the track. It's weird in all the right ways though, which I think suits E-Honda because he's kind of a weirdo. I like it. I think the only downside is that it needed to get a bit crazier a bit earlier on. The drums need to be like like really come in hard with those drums. Other than that, I think it's a really good theme, and I think it is very E-Honda. I can't remember if E-Honda is, because his first name is Edmund, or I think it's Edmund Honda. So he's got a very American British or / British name. So I can't remember if he's like his parents are Japanese or whether he was born in America. I can't remember the lore behind him, but I do like the fact that he has a very traditional sounding, sort of Japanese style track, or at least Asian, which works really well. I just wish those drums were a little bit more heavier on it, kind of a bit more oomph behind it, because he's a big dude. So right, let's move on to the next one then. Okay, we've got Marissa's theme, or Marissa, or however the announcer pronounces her name. So yeah, let's check out her theme. She's the big, strong lady. It has like the Roman gladiatorial background stage. Nice bit of scratching. Okay, starting off well. It's got a lot of personality to it. I give it that. Like the big loud and bold. Yeah, very sound like juggernaut-y kind of like big person coming through. Ooh. Bit of syncopation, almost like very reggae-ish. I definitely like it. It's very loud and proud. This is like the breakdown for it. But she's a very loud, like kind of loud, explosive character. So you need that bombastic theme. If I had any criticisms, I think I would have kept it more. You've gone even more bombastic with the whole track. Like this bit. Like, just like keep that going and build towards that. And then we get this weird part. I wouldn't have done that. I would have gone back and doubled down on the music we already had and just made it louder and bigger. It almost sounds like it's showing a dark side to her. Like the music's very like, gladiatorial, and here's like the dark side of this character. Yeah, I think it was really good, and this last like quarter of the track is kind of fallen off. It's lost that momentum that it was building to. Yeah, I think it falls off hard, that track. It's really good until a certain point. And then it goes all weird. And I'm like, no, this character doesn't need this. Just keep building that bombastic kind of... You've got the horns going. Just build upon that. Make it more full on, more like meaty. You know, that's what I think that's probably what I would have done with it personally. But it's a good track. If that last bit was as solid as the rest, it'd be a great track. But as it stands... It's just a very, very good track, and I very much enjoyed it. And for a new character, it's a good theme. So, all right, who is next up? Okay, so we now have Manon, or Manon. I'm not sure the exact pronunciation of it, but she's the sort of ballet dancer model person. So, let's check hers out. Expecting this to be kind of nuts. Oh, very electro. Synth wavy? Like a sort of superstar kind of ballet dancer, like it kind of gives me that sort of Lady Gaga style, 80s synthwave stuff like that. I think that's what they're going for. What's with the wristbands? I like it. My biggest problem with a lot of these tracks is the drums are very similar. Like the beats in these tracks, some of them just need to be a bit more pronounced, and they maybe should have used some real drum kits as well, rather than just going for samples. But I get they're going for that street, slightly urban style with the music. But this is good. So far. A lot of use of synths. That's more like it. Yes. Now we're cooking. This, to me, feels like they really nailed a theme tune. This is one of the best ones in the game, from what I've heard. Oh yeah. So far, the ones we've heard, this is by far the best one. It's catchy, it's very different. Very 80s style, sort of very poppy. We'll get a bit of a breakdown now. And it's not one-dimensional in the sense that the music seems to have a lot of going on. The E Hondas and Dulcin theme, very one-dimensional, intentionally one-dimensional, whereas this is a lot more all over the place, and I kind of appreciate that. That's a really good theme. That's easily one of the best ones for the new characters. Really, really good. Really, really, really like that. Nice use of synthwave, and it just sounds different. Some of the other themes are a bit, like I said, like one-dimensional. That's kind of a bit more like more of a beats going on, lots of crazy stabs, lots of synthesizers. So very, very good. All right, and who is next up? Okay, we got DJ's theme. Now, I'm already going to tell you now, I absolutely love this theme. DJ is, I believe, from Jamaica in the games. This track is very heavily inspired by reggae. It's obviously a bit more of a fusion. It's a bit more modernized. And, yeah, let's just play it. I love this track. I am very much looking forward to trying out DJ in the game. I don't think this is going to be everyone's cup of tea, but for me, this is one of my favourites. It doesn't have the standard kind of drum beat you'd expect for reggae music, but you've got a lot of the syncopation. Whap, whap, chap, 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 up, chap, chap, like, and the keyboard going what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, like. Got horns in there as well. Drum echo. We've got sound. We've got the echoes. We've got the delays. We've got some of the drum sounds. The horn section. It's more like it's got more that I think it's called two-step kind of beat, rather than a traditional reggae beat, which is more like. Usually drop the snare on the third beat. Sorry, I'm showing my knowledge of reggae music. But yeah, this theme is so awesome. That's why I want to play DJ, so I can just have it playing all the time. I mean, credit where credit's due, these composers have made a lot of different styles of music. And again, for some people this might sound quite samey, but for me it's so awesome to hear this kind of music in a Street Fighter game. With the horns, I love that. It's like the little modern, like, record scratching, bit of that hip hop in there. It's a really nice fusion track. Oh. I'm gonna suck at playing this game if I play DJ. I'll be too into the music. I do kind of like that he's got the colours of the Jamaican flag on him, and just some generic looking plant, which you know full well that if they could get away with it, there'd be a very specific plant on him. Which would be very stereotypical though. I will say it's really nice to see DJ back. It's been a long time since he's been in a Street Fighter game. Oh, it's just awesome. I love this theme so much. This change at the end is a bit weird. Oh, classic sounding, like, organ. Oh my god, that theme is incredible. That's easily one of my favourites. That's up there for, like, Ken, Ryu, and Jamie for me. Those, oh, so good. So good. Like, it's not a traditional reggae track, but it uses a lot of the correct elements. It's nice fusion with some of the more hip-hop scratching and some of that style. So, yes, that's very good. I can't wait for that. Alright. Next up. Okay, we have JP's theme. Now, I think this track is kind of nuts. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but let's go. Let's talk about it. I think the dubsteppy nature of the beat is kind of correct, but this track is kind of chaos. I don't hate it. You got the piano in there, giving it creepy vibes. My biggest problem is that it makes the music's very comical in sound. I don't think that's what they're going for JP. Bit heavier now. Oh, it's got a bit nutsky now. But, you know, I always say about all the tracks being one note. This is not very one note. It's definitely one of those themes that will probably grow on me. I don't dislike it. I think it is a little bit cartoony. But at least this track builds to something. That's a very strange change. Oh, I don't like that change at the end. That was kind of a bit weird. Not sure I'm a fan of that bit, but the rest of it, like, I kind of like the like that kind of dubsteppy building up to, like, yeah, you can tell this guy's the villain. Though I do think that theme would work better for still can't remember her name. The lady with the Korean lady with the taekwondo. I think that theme would suit her better, and then give JP something a bit different. But hey, it's decent. It's decent. It's not up there for like DJ and like Manon and things like that for me, but it is good. It's a good theme. Right, moving on. Okay, we now have Zangief's theme. Now, I'm not going to lie, I really like Zangief's original theme. I think it's one of the best ones in the game that no one ever talks about. his classic theme. I don't hate this. I just think it's missing some things. So see what you guys think. It's weird, broken up like Russian folk song is what it sounds like. I know they're trying to go for like a modernization on like a combination of modernization with the sort of folkiness like this bit. Oh, that Cossack dancing style. Though you could be mistaken for making it sound potentially very Arabian sounding, like classic Arabian. Some of those, the way that was written. But they are trying to go for a very large sounding piece of music to match the fact that Zangief is gone bloody huge. Throw some shapes. I actually think I wish it was a little bit faster. I might try something after this is done. Oh. Oh, womp womp womp. Those strings. This track didn't need a breakdown. I can say that much. I definitely think it's lacking something. It's very glitchy, which is a choice. Nothing wrong with glitch music, but for Zangief. Yeah, with the samples coming in and out. Yeah, I think my biggest problem is it's just not fast enough. I think it needs to be faster. Nope. This is gonna grow on me though, I can see it. Oh! Why did they choose glitch for Zangief? I find that so weird. Oh god, this bit's great. Like, why isn't the rest of the track building up to this kind of this craziness? It's an interesting take on his theme. I don't hate it. I want to see what happens if I up the tempo just a bit. That's slower. Whoops. Maybe not this fast, but think that's a bit too quick, but somewhere between normal 1.25, like 110 maybe. But yeah, I think the track needs to be faster. I think I like it. I think it's fun. I think it's got a lot of personality, but it doesn't have, it needs to be like bum 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 ba da dum bum 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 bum, like just that, like it needs a bit more pace to it, and I think that'd be perfect. But yeah, it's very silly, it's very glitchy, and it's just a bizarre choice for Zangief. But I think I like it. I think I like it. I don't think it's up there with some of the others, but I think it will grow on me. Right, moving on. Alright, we have Lily's theme. I don't actually remember this one. I feel like I've listened to it, but hey, let's go. Fresh to me. Oh, very percussive. I like. Oh, go for that mariachi style. Is that what's happening right now? Alright, you've got me interested. Ooh. That mariachi with the scratching is a nice combination. Again, I would love a proper drum beat behind this. It seems like it's a mixture of styles. You've got almost like Cuban with Mexican. Yeah, the drums being at half time with the claps and stuff. Not sure how I feel about that. A shaker going, which is there, but needs to be more prominent. Or it might be one of those, I don't know what they're called, you like run the stick up and down. Yeah, I do, again, I think the drums needed to be more like really like going for it as well. You're kind of getting that now, but ooh, that's a weird change. Don't like it. It was good up until that point. But just before 2 minutes. Again, doing that kind of evil sounding vibe to it. There's a lot of good elements to this track though. Yeah. Okay, I think I've heard enough to know that it's good. Would prefer the drum beat to be much more prevalent. And that weird change doesn't suit the track at all. So, for the rest of it, there's a lot of cool ideas in this track. Yeah. That's kind of how I feel about it. It's not like it's or horrible to listen to or anything. It's just some interesting choices. And I think because a lot of the tracks are following the same sort of theme, we're not getting the movement and beats like that. The drum beat would have really like just sent that to like 10 out of 10 territory, I think. Alright, I think we have Cammy left, so let's do that now then. Okie dokie, so now last of all we got Cammy's theme, which again I heard a little bit of, so let's have a listen. It's turned into Donkey Kong Country 2. Parachute Panic. I like the chaoticness of the track, or at least the sound effects. Again, I kind of wish the drum beat was... It's not very prevalent. It's just kind of there. Because everything's very hip-hoppy and samples, it doesn't... I do wish they'd kind of used a real drum kit on some of these tracks. More like a... But like similar to what they're using, but when you got real drums, you can start slap some echo on that, and that'd be so good. And again, her theme's very odd because Cammy's always been seen as like somewhat of a good guy, but this theme's. You can stick this on JP or Jury or something like that. It doesn't have personality that screams Cammy to me, unfortunately. As much as I like it, I don't think it's like I go, oh yeah, that's Cammy. Tracks mostly like this would be great. I think it being chaotic really helps. Nice arpeggio on there. So, yeah, not a bad track. It's a little bit generic, I'm not going to lie, but just wish it had real drums on that one. I think, all in all, in this particular video, I think DJ's, Manon's, Marissa's for the most part, there are a lot of good themes here. I think some of them are a little bit too one-dimensional. I think overall my favourites are probably Ryu, Jamie, Manon's was really good. DJ's was really good. I really like Giles. I like Ken's as well. And I think I have seen that some people aren't a fan of a lot of the character themes in this game, and they are going for a particular style. Like I like Zangief's as well. I just wish it was a bit faster. You know, when you have characters that have very, very iconic themes from way back in the 8-bit, the 16-bit days, it is hard to top that. But you know, they've gone for what they think is fitting for each character, and you can tell the kind of themes they're going for, and we just have to see what they do, because you know the themes themselves are decent. It's just some stick out more than others, and I think that's maybe what the problem is. Some of them just aren't as prominent compared to the others. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. As always, if you like the video, hit like. If you want to see more content like this, then hit subscribe. Links for Facebook and Twitter will be down below in the description as always. And until next video, I will see you then.